Tie your thread in 2 or 3 eye lengths behind the eye. Work it back about an inch toward the bend. Tie the dumbbell eyes in with a crossing pattern. Making sure the eyes are secure. This is a kind of an important step. You don't want them to swing around to the other side of the hook, as it will change the action of the fly itself in the water. And you want to secure everything with some crazy glue. And wrap the thread through the glued area to secure everything in place. Next, take some flash, several strands, wrap it around the thread and tie it in so that the flash faces rearward and on the top of the hook. And work the thread back to the eye again. Trim the flash to about an inch in length past the hook. Gives a little sparkle in the water as the fly is worked. Work the thread back to the eye and then back to the bend of the hook again, building a nice base. And tie in your rib and some paint dubbing. A thin noodle of about 2 inches in length is what's required. This really is not a thick body. And all these colors mentioned are optional. A sandy brown would work, as for the thread and the body fibers. Start the dubbing. Work your way from the bend back up to the eye. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here I have to add another pinch. I just didn't make it long enough. And stop by the eyes. Counter wrap the vinyl rib in a close spiraling wrap. And when you reach the eye, just behind the eye, tie it off. Careful not to cut your tying thread at this point. The last step is to take some white bucktail, put it in a stacker so that the ends are even, trim off the excess butts, pull out any loose fibers, and place it on the bottom of the hook and tie in, covering the hook. And it can extend past the length of the hook. All these loose fibers that are sprayed out, you can trim off after you're done, before you make your final head. Even if you tie it sloppy, this is a fly that always works. The final step in this fly is to take some UV epoxy. I like to use thin, whip finish. Cut the thread, trim the stray fibers. Take your epoxy, a drop on the underside, a drop on the top, or maybe two, and give it a blast with the UV torch to make a durable head. I would tie plenty of these flies because they are fish catchers and you never know.